The District 230 Foundation is honored to provide funding for teachers' grants so that they may inspire even more students. The Foundation's grants help support our teachers' instruction, extending it beyond the school day, and hopefully reach even more students. The grants are multifaceted, from parent engagement to post-secondary planning, student leadership, and student voice, amongst others. We concentrate on initiatives that support the district's mission, vision, and pillars, and to those that provide the biggest impact for the largest number of students.
The D230 grant has helped us to kind of work together as a team before we start building our robots for Southworks.
The VEX robotics kits actually have helped better enrollment for our club. When I pulled out the VEX robots, they were super excited. I could see it on their faces, and a lot of kids brought in some of their friends so they could work on it together. And I think that was really, really cool, especially since that helped build a team for them. I also noticed that the VEX robots have improved many of the students' skills. So many of the students have learned how to use the tools better. Many of them know the names of the parts. Many of them know how to put together a complete robot. And I think it's really interesting to see that growth.
I had applied for a grant last year for to run a Sandberg PE triathlon. I just thought it was a great way to bring our community together to work on 3 different disciplines, swimming, biking, and running. And we have probably about 300 kids competing, and we do it every hour. When they finish, they get some popsicles and treats, free t-shirts. It's really cool. Kids were engaged, excited, and it kind of brought out this competitiveness in kids, and it was really fun. And hopefully be a lot of interest for next year.
So the ambassador program is absolutely phenomenal, especially when you are trying to get into a leadership role. And as an entrepreneur, I think the ambassadorship was fantastic, as gave me the experience to be a leader and get into events and connect with others to genuinely help people and just make them, make them feel like they're at home and, just comfortable in a new environment, as that can be scary sometimes. The ambassadorship program also goes within the school's pillars, which is basically community building and also going to go with inclusiveness and engage with the students and try and make a family out of the Thunderbolts.
We're just so grateful to get the grant. It just really helps, offset some of the costs of doing these sort of things, and just kind of making it a little bit nicer for the kids, something that they can kind of, show off a little bit too. Like the t-shirts are great, and, the lanyards, and sometimes we treat them to other things too, just to show them how much we appreciate everything they do for us, because they give us a lot of their time. They're there to be they're kind of like the welcome wagon to Andrew High School, and they're that first impression. That's what makes them so special.
We were honored with a District 230 Foundation grant for a performance with the Wind Symphonies from Andrew, Sandberg, and Stagg. The Symphony Center, formerly known as Orchestra Hall in Chicago. Sort of a once-in-a-lifetime experience for the students primarily, and even for us as directors, it's a wonderful opportunity to just get your group to be able to play there. It truly was a wonderful experience. I know that for students that are graduating from our schools now that were in those groups, this is a highlight for them. This is a memory they're gonna have for a very, very long time.
It was honestly truly magical. It was my first time ever being there. So I really thoroughly enjoyed, being there with a group of people that I'm so comfortable around. Being on that stage was just very eye-opening and jaw-dropping.
I am hoping to go into music, so saying I have this opportunity to play in the Chicago Symphony Center is definitely something that will hopefully boost me up somewhere one day. But it also just made me kind of humble in a way to realize I have this opportunity to take and to perform, and just having that opportunity was great.